A strange artifact has crashed on Nessus after the defeat of the Witness. In Week 1 of Echoes, Act 1, the Guardian teams up with our old pal and best AI Failsafe to figure out what's going on. VEX are beginning to act strange, so strange it might change their entire biology and something might be controlling them. The environment transforms on a molecular level as a mysterious new threat emerges. Let's take a look. Welcome Guardians, today we recap the events from Week 1 of Echoes and explain what's going on. After the events of the final shape, artifacts of light and darkness would explode from the portal in the Traveler. Pro tells us the Traveler began to bleed of light and darkness into space, causing a no-fly zone and releasing these dangerous artifacts. Word is they contain power, and with the Witness gone, a power vacuum is left in its wake, ready for the taking. One of these echoes has made its way to the planetoid Nessus and crash-landed deep below its surface. With guidance from Saint and Osiris, the Guardian heads to Nessus to meet up with our friendly AI Failsafe and investigate the disturbance. Upon arriving on Nessus, the fire team discovers radial surges and VEX activity around the impact site. Failsafe mentions that the anomaly is causing the VEX to change, which is unusual for them.
Osiris, we're approaching Nessus. Scanners show radial aerial surges near the impact site.
Whatever landed here must be of great interest to the VEX. We need to find out why.
Captain, you actually came! And it only took a minor cataclysm.
Failsafe! What can you tell us about the anomaly that landed here?
Whatever it is, it's causing the VEX to change. And they hate changing. It's kind of freaking me out. If you reconnect me to my external data array, I can provide a more detailed analysis.
The fire team proceeds to clear out VEX units and reconnect Failsafe to her external data array to get more information. They of course encounter resistance from the VEX who don't want you to proceed, indicating something significant with this anomaly. And as we find the source of the impact site, things get strange.
Osiris thinks that this anomaly could be paracausal. Maybe that's why the VEX are so curious.
That makes sense. Prediction is their whole thing, and they never saw this coming.
There, the impact site. It doesn't look like a crater. It punched right through the planetary crust.
Well, yeah. If it transferred kinetic energy like a meteor, I'd be a fine cloud of particulates right now. Which supports my initial hypothesis that this is super weird. And there's my data array.
The VEX are calling up their premium units to stop you. There must be something very interesting in this pit.
Connection reestablished. All systems operational.
Look, Guardian, the impact site is being sealed. It's like the planet is healing itself.
Failsafe provides data analysis, revealing that the impact site is healing itself, and that the VEX are exhibiting new behaviors for once, potentially due to the anomaly's paracausal nature. We know the VEX have never been able to simulate paracausality like the Light and the Guardians. If they did, they would likely win in an instant. They have had some workarounds in the past, but this new discovery on Nessus is alarming. Are they close to this? After the initial investigation, Failsafe is brought aboard the helm as a planetary consultant. She analyzes the data further, discovering that the VEX are responding to the anomaly in a unique way, suggesting emergent behavior rather than corruption. Osiris asks, "Is this corruption?" Failsafe says, "No, it's the same old song but sung in a different key, the machine version of rebelling against authority."
The same old song, but a new voice singing in a different key.
Is it some kind of corruption in the system? A cascading failure?
The opposite. It's emergent behavior. The machine version of rebelling against authority.
Saint speaks about this new era in a cutscene.
For centuries, the Witness pushed us toward a final confrontation. A battle we won at great cost. The future is suddenly ours again. Now, we finally have time to breathe. To remember those who built a future they'll never see. And as old companions disappear, new friendships will form. They'll remind us that unity is our greatest strength. Perhaps one day, after the city is safe, Osiris and I will return to a dream we thought we'd lost forever. To make our own exodus into the stars. And explore the universe together.
One moment, while I sync with the VanNet database and see if I missed any major events.
Oh, Prince Aldrin resurrected. Savathun disguised as Osiris. Coalition with Empress Keitel. Pirates? Rasputin died? We found Neptune, the 15th wish? Stasis, Strand, fishing?
Clearly, there is much for me to review.
The Guardian returns to Nessus to gather data on the VEX that Failsafe can analyze. And what she finds is intriguing. The VEX minds usually work from the top down, so the top minds would relay orders and commands to the lower ranks, and that's how they work. The VEX now are talking to each other.
Fire King, your data is secure.
Huh, that's weird.
It is not weird. The Guardian does not fail.
No, I mean, normally VEX procedures trickle down from the top minds, you know? But these are all talking to each other instead.
I see. That is strange. We cannot rely on bringing them down by cutting off the head, then.
At the helm, Failsafe discusses. Nessus itself is undergoing rapid changes at a molecular level. The VEX's usual behavior is disrupted, their VEX radiolaria cells fighting each other. So overall, the VEX are acting strange, and something may be behind it, possibly the humanoid figure we've seen in the trailers.
I have been observing the Nessus VEX for centuries, and their current behavior is utterly unfamiliar to me.
I mean, the VEX are a techno-organic mesh of networked consciousness. Unbound by time, inevitable and patient and cruelly ambivalent, etc. What I'm saying is they're decisive, and this feels different. Like they're figuring things out. Something's happening on Nessus, and I'm not sure the VEX are behind it, and that terrifies me.
This is what we know for now. The quest is currently on pause until Failsafe gathers information further, likely at next week's reset. To conclude though, at the helm, Osiris and Saint speak about their relationship in a terminal.
Osiris, do you remember when we knew?
Knew what?
That we were meant to be together. There was one moment, though it took us time to get to it. But our Hunter Vanguard, so smart, Tallulah, she knew before we did. All our little squabbles and bickering, she saw it first.
Well, I
Obtuse. Stubborn. I couldn't recognize my own emotions. Then Tallulah told me to be serious.
Ha! I remember. So yeah, she told me later. Was good laugh.
I'm glad you found it so amusing.
Who could not look back and smile? And I remember your smile then. So knowing, and so full of our future together.
What brought these memories on?
I think about others who will have those same moments now that they know they will have a future free from the Black Fleet. Now they have a chance to find love and be happy. Like us. We can look behind, but also forward. We cannot see what is coming, but we know it is good.
You're certain?
About us? Yes, since the beginning. Now and always.
If you are interested, here is the new lore entry from the lore book that comes along with this act. The first entry is titled Impact and details the moments just before the impact of the Echo on Nessus, what Failsafe was going through. Impact, aft fuselage. The alert roused Failsafe from her power-saving mode. She reflexively brought the lights up to full, engaged the warning system, and sent a request for complete Exodus Black system information. Generating status report, Captain, she said blearily as her optics flickered to life, displaying the empty catwalks and canted wreckage around her mainframe. Oh, she said. Right. Failsafe canceled the system information requests and dismissed thousands of prompts to connect to a navigation network that hadn't existed for centuries. She took a deep draw of reserve power to clear her head. Low power alert, 4%, and activated her external optics. She scanned the available channels. The hull integrity system remained linked to her mainframe, despite most of the Exodus Black itself being scattered over a vast debris field. Integrity 0%. She ignored the centuries-old warning and focused her aperture on motion along her periphery. A group of fallen vandals was prying the plating from a distant section of her crumpled fuselage. Will my suffering never end? Failsafe groaned half-heartedly to herself. She scanned the nearby area for Guardian activity. Nothing. She wasn't surprised. It had been a while since a Guardian had done much more than stop by to ask if she knew where Zur was. She would have to fend for herself. Failsafe scrolled through her available systems. Defense systems offline. Energy shielding offline. Automated turrets offline. How long it had been since she had working turrets? 300 years? 400? She could barely remember. Magnetic barrier compromised. Cargo winch compromised. Communications online. A handful of fallen weren't worth a distress call to the Vanguard. If she called the tower every time the locals scavenged nanotite tubing from her wreckage, they'd revoke her comms access. The comm system. Failsafe spun up a deep space broadcast and prepared to send a message into the empty space 23 degrees off from Ganymede. A communications dish on what was once the starboard side of the Exodus Black creaked into position, reflecting a hazy patch of light down onto the Vandals as it locked into place. A devious stratagem that would increase the ambient temperature by as much as 3 degrees Celsius over the next 20 minutes. Burn and die, Failsafe hissed quietly, while the Vandals did no such thing. As she disabled the external optics with a defeated sigh, a small icon in her status feed grabbed her attention. A new message. Failsafe opened the communication ravenously, and it was only with moderate disappointment that she realized it was a text-free request. Ada-1 was seeking access to the Exodus Black's old shader archive. She should at least reply, Failsafe figured. She sighed internally and routed power toward the dusty racks housing her array of socialized filters and etiquette protocols. She winced as currents crackled across the worn cables. Low power alert 4%, but soon an ancient platter drive whirred to life. Failsafe initiated a response. "Hey," she dictated. "Yeah, if you want to help Guardians play dress up, you can have some of my old stuff." Her filter happily translated Failsafe's thought into a form it calculated was more acceptable to the recipient. "Bonjour, Ada Unit," the filter typed cheerfully. "Your dedication to Guardian aesthetics is quite commendable. Your request has been approved." As Failsafe reviewed the polished words, her processor made a dissatisfied grinding noise. She overrode the protocols and manually deleted the carets and underscore, then the exclamation points, then the patronizing greeting. She paused, deleted the rest of the message, and instead approved Ada's request without comment. The bright 1 on her status feed changed to a gray 0, aligning perfectly with the burn-in on the screen. Impact, aft fuselage. The Vandals were doubtless going after another piece of plating. "Procreate," Failsafe heard herself say brightly, and she realized she was still powering her protocol banks. She rerouted the energy toward her external optics. The Vandals had indeed moved on to another fragment of her ruined hull. She saw them pull a piece of her ceramic insulation aside and began savaging the wiring underneath. Suddenly they stopped, their gazes fixed on the sky. Object approaching. A flash of bright light blinded Failsafe's feed. Localized impact. An object struck Nessus' surface at incredible speed, and a series of tremors rattled Failsafe's weathered stabilizers. The planet fell eerily quiet for a long moment. Now this, Failsafe thought, might be something worth calling in. So in summary, this week centers around the aftermath of this major victory in the final shape. The investigation of a mysterious anomaly on Nessus and the unusual behavior of the VEX. The Guardian, with the help of Failsafe, aims to uncover the mystery while dealing with VEX interference and reflecting on their personal journeys with characters like Osiris and Saint. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like it, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.